Hello everybody and welcome to another battle report, and we're back. Robin's here and we're continuing our games of the Punic Wars using the Epic Games Warlord Miniatures range. Today we have got a scenario that we've made up, and we've titled this the Interception. Now, to make things interesting, you may have seen the video that I put up recently which had the Carthaginian and Roman commanders in them. I put a vote for the channel members to vote who would be the two generals facing off against each other, and at the time of recording this, well over 50% of the people chose to have Scipio the Elder, so not the Scipio, but his dad, face off against Hanno, who was one of the nephews of Hannibal. They've got some neat little special rules, and we've designed a little scenario here which should be quite simple, which if any of you want to play, it should be pretty straightforward, but it should keep things very entertaining as well. As you can see, we've got the table set up. We're fighting somewhere in Spain or Sicily, doesn't really matter. What matters for this scenario is that Hannibal has instructed Hanno to make his way to rendezvous with the rest of Hannibal's army. The Romans have got wind of this, and Scipio has been dispatched to intercept Hanno's army. Scipio has chosen his ground well and knows that Hanno has to come along this valley, past this village here, and along this road. Arriving here ahead of time, he has established a temporary marching fort up there. He's got an additional camp just outside, and he's also called for reinforcements. Now, Hanno isn't stupid, even though I'll be taking command of him, so we shall see. And he has sent out his forces. He's split them up slightly, so his bulk of his army will be arriving from this corner here. We'll describe about deployment in a second, but we've both got forces that are going to be arriving later in the game. Now, importantly, this is going to be the first outing for a couple of units. Now, Warlord Games were kind enough to send over the Flaming Pigs for the Romans to use, and also the Ballista. So here they are. Now, the Ballista is a piece of heavy artillery. It gets 3 dice on the shooting, and if you're following the force composition, you can only take one of these as long as you have at least 3 units of Hastati for each ballista. Of course, this will be at the back of the battlefield. It can't move, it is stationary, but it's going to be flinging projectiles across the board at the Carthaginians. So some much needed missile support for the Romans. Now, the Flaming Pigs, now these don't actually have any rules in the book. I think Warlord have left it up to people to be creative. So the way that we're going to use these is that we are using them as a skirmishing unit. They will have the same stats as a unit of slingers. Now, when it comes to shooting, they will have a 12-inch range, just like the slings, and they are essentially a one-use unit. When they are used, if they hit their target, so, you know, essentially they get within 12 inches, they light the pigs and send them off into whatever unit is in front of them. If they hit the unit, then that unit is automatically disordered, no matter what. No matter if they need a break test or you know, anything else, or if there's any casualties, that unit is disordered. If the unit does require a break test, they are going to be at a -1 modifier. Now, this is slightly different because we've decided that if the unit they hit are elephants, which is the suggestion that they're used against elephants, then if they are hit by them, they automatically take a break test. No disorder, nothing like that, automatically take a break test. Importantly, after we've resolved the shooting attack, the pig unit is then just removed. So they're a one-hit thing. They're not going to swing the battle, hopefully, they should be a bit of fun.
Watch your general get run over by an elephant.
Oh, he's already done that last game. That's it. Yeah, elephant last game, pigs this game. So there we are. Now we've got similar armies to the ones we've used before. Importantly, we are not using points now. We are using the force composition restrictions that are in the Punic Wars rulebook. And we've added a couple of units to the Romans, and there's an extra unit in with the Carthaginians. We've mixed things up a little bit. So it should still be fairly balanced for those people that care about that. So what we're going to do, we are going to run through the scenario and then we'll get deployed. Okay, so this is our scenario, the Interception. So the way this is going to work, Scipio has to pick 2 of his divisions and they will deploy in this area over here from the road up to the fort. That is the initial Roman deployment area. It's roughly 2 foot by 2 foot, but just so you can see it on the table, it's essentially this road and this road up to the edge of the fort, so that corner. The Carthaginians will enter from a 2 foot by 2 foot area over here along this road, so that's where the initial 2 Carthaginian divisions will enter. We both have to pick a division that can enter from turn 3, just following the normal rules. There's no, we're not rolling to see if they turn up beyond a normal command roll. Now, the objective for the Carthaginians is to essentially get off the table and also see if they can capture that village on the way. The Romans have to stop them. So we've got some victory points. So if at the end of the game, and for this game we're going to be playing for 6 turns, rolling for a 7th. If at the end of the game the Carthaginians hold the village, and to hold a village they've got to have at least 1 unit in the middle of the village, uncontested and unshaken. That's the important thing, they can't be shaken. Then they hold the village, they receive 3 victory points. The Romans don't get anything if they hold the village. If every unit of the Carthaginians that exits the table by the edge over here, you get 2 victory points for that. Now, at the end of the game, if the Romans have no Carthaginian units in their deployment zone, so that will be from this road here to the edge of the fort, not just the road, to the edge of that fort, they will receive 5 victory points. On top of this, we're playing our normal 2 victory points for a destroyed unit and 1 victory point for a shaken unit at the end of the game. To be considered a win, you have to win by at least 3 victory points. So if there's only 1 or 2 points in it, then it is a draw. Our reinforcements can arrive from turn 3. The Carthaginian reinforcements arrive in a 12-inch wide area just here, and the Roman reinforcements arrive in a 12-inch wide area in that corner over there. So we're going to have Carthaginians going across here, Romans deploying down here, then we've got Carthaginians coming from here, we've got Romans coming in from here, so it should be a good scrap. I should also just mention these tents are from Warlord as well. This is the Roman camp set, with one of the tents is actually out of the scenic set, and they make a very, very nice little camp on there. So we're building up the board gradually, bit by bit, but obviously we still want some nice wide areas so that the units can move around. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to get down to deployment. We'll show what the divisions are and then just roll through the rules for each division as well and then get started. Just to quickly clarify about the village, this whole thing counts as 1 zone. Essentially, when a unit reaches a building, it then moves in and holds this whole thing. And if another unit assaults it, they'll just line up outside it and fight. So it can't contain more than 1 unit at a time, and that can't be a skirmish unit. A skirmish unit cannot hold the village, and cavalry can't. So only basically battle line formed infantry will be in there. Right, so the armies have deployed, as you can see. It's quite an interesting deployment. What we're going to do, we're going to roll through each of the divisions that we have on the board at the start. When the divisions come on later as reinforcements, we'll then have a look at them. So, Robin, do you want to start? You've got 2 divisions on the table, and could we start with your general, and could you also let us know what his abilities are and what he does?
So, Scipio the Elder, he is rated an 8, so not the best general. However, he is strategically competent, which still doesn't sound like much of a compliment, to be honest. But what it lets me do is at the start of the game, once we've deployed, I can redeploy any 3 units from the army, obviously still following the restrictions we've imposed, as I see fit. So once we've rolled through this,
So you could bring bring these skirmishers forward to this corner.
Yeah, or I could swing something round potentially, which I might do now, seeing how close you are to the...
Because I've put my elephants to the front. Those pigs might be coming forward. Okay. You could redeploy the ballista?
I could, but it has massive range, so I don't think I'll...
Oh, yes.
But yeah, if you hidden myself behind a hill or something, I could deploy it anyway. So yeah, he's leading the large Roman division, 2 combined Roman units.
Yeah.
And then 2 units of skirmishers, and the pigs.
Okay, excellent. And then you've got what we're calling the veteran blues.
Yeah, so obviously they've been, if you're saying to Spain, they've been in country for a while, they know the lay of the land, so they're more experienced. So every single one of them gets their own upgrade, don't they? So my Hastati become
Tough fighters. Yeah.
My Triaria become valiant, and my Principes become stubborn as
yeah.
well as all the other things they've already got.
And the Veletates become tough fighters as well.
And then it's just an unnamed commander they're all ranked 8, aren't they?
And the Ballistas with that division, right?
Yes, it's part of the garrison.
Okay, so they've come out and they're so you've got quite a force at the front there. Okay, well over on my side I have Hanno, and he's got a leadership of 8. However, when he commands cavalry, he has a leadership of 9, which is why all the cavalry is in his division. He also has a special ability which means that the cavalry within his division gain the Marauder special rule, so he can command them with his leadership of 9 no matter where they are on the battlefield, which is quite good for me, but does mean I should have painted more cavalry. He is leading a sort of a regular sized division which contains 1 unit of Numidian horsemen, some archers, some medium cavalry, and 2 units of Spanish Scutari. In the middle here, I have a much larger division with a unit on here that hasn't been used before by me. So this is an unnamed commander who's got the standard leadership of 8. In this division, there is a unit of Spanish Scutari, some Italian allies, and I've selected the Brave rule for them. There are 2 units of skirmishing javelins, 2 sets of elephants, and then 1 whacking great unit of Gallic allies. This is a large unit. So the Gauls have the warband rule. So when you're basing these out, you need sort of double the number of bases that you would normally. So if it's a standard unit, you need 6. For a large unit, I've just gone with 8. I'm going to be doing an update on these that shows how I did it, but I essentially just carved up the frames a little bit and used some slingers and standard bearers and bits and bobs off of that Gallic frame so I could create a large unit with the strips that I had. So these guys will hit pretty hard, hopefully. So these are my 2 starting divisions. As we say, we have divisions off the table, which we will just sort of go through when they come on, but essentially Robin's is a cavalry division. Yep. Very well, it's all cavalry, isn't it?
Yes.
And I have a all infantry division that will be coming on later, so we will roll through. I think the main thing now is just to get stuck in. So this is the Punic Wars Game 3, the Interception, Carthaginian turn 1.
But I need to redeploy.
And you're going to redeploy. Go on then, what are you going to redeploy?
Well, because you've insisted that apparently you can't fire pigs out of the ballista, I will put the pigs
at the front.
Right at the front, because no one wants to be next to them.
See, if those... so just so you can see, the pigs are there. I need to take the pigs out, I think, before...
And then I'm actually just going to swing some
skirmishers.
Bring some skirmishers. That's my 3. So obviously I'm in quite a tight... There's not a massive amount I could do. Obviously, you know... But again, I like that, because all the abilities are contextual, aren't they? So if I was spread across the whole 6 foot, I could massively swap something from one flank to the other.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out. So here we go, Carthaginian turn 1. Okay, so that's the end of the Carthaginian orders phase, and as you can see there has been a bit of a general advance, except for those guys down there who don't really want to do anything. Over here, Hanno, as the army commander, with his great leadership value for cavalry, ordered the cavalry to come and threaten the Roman right flank. As you can see over here, we've got the Numidian horsemen with their javelins are going to try and threaten those pigs. I'm sure there's going to be some kebab jokes in there somewhere. The medium cavalry have sort of moved up behind them, ready to threaten the Roman flank as well. And then then the rest of Hanno's division is just cautiously moving forward. Of course, he has this ability where everyone becomes a marauder, so he can command those cavalry at full effectiveness no matter the distance. My main division here just did a nice sort of slow advance. Skirmishers moved out onto the wings, elephants have moved forward to start the charge, and then the Gauls and the Italian allies have moved up. The only thing that didn't do what they were supposed to were these Italian Scutari, who I wanted to take the town, and they just stood there and were a bit confused. So the only thing that I actually have that I can do is the Numidians there are going to throw their javelins at the pigs. Now the Numidians are armed with javelins with a 6-inch range. The pigs are in open order, so I'm just going to be hitting on a -1. So it's going to be 2 dice hitting on 5s. Right, let's see how the new dice do. Out the bag, 2 dice hitting on 5s. 1 hit. You need a single save of 6, isn't it, for the skirmishers? No, so single casualty. There we go. First blood is on the on the pigs. We've lost a pig. That's it for Carthaginian turn 1. The important thing here is these pigs could, because they're skirmishers, they can ignore units in, well, they're in open order anyway, so it could be ignored, so they can come forward and start releasing the pigs at those elephants, which I don't really want to happen. But let's see what it's going to do. Roman turn 1. Okay, so the Romans have responded. Robin, do you want to roll through what happened?
So, with the garrison division, the skirmishers have gone all the way down the hill.
Oh yes, yeah.
To engage those skirmishers, and then the legionary unit was meant to come with them as well, but actually I've just ended up kind of pivoting round to face you a bit more, which is fine because I don't think I need to go running off into the middle of the table just yet. Then with Scipio's division, unfortunately, not a lot's happened because whilst he's strategically competent, maybe he's not that dynamic. And just I got held up on the pigs. The
pigs got stuck, so they're going to have to endure some more javelins before they can do anything. So it's Roman shooting. Where do you want to start?
So I'm going to start over here with just javelins against your
javelins.
So
hitting on 2 dice hitting on 5s. Yep, that's it. Yeah. I need a single save of 6, or do I?
Oh no,
I think I might have no armour. I think I have
no save.
No save. Okay, 1 casualty. There we go.
Oh yeah, none of your skirmishers have.
None of mine. Veletates do though, don't they?
Yes.
Because they've got their little shields. So, next up, so that's that. Oh no, because the ballista is. Oh, so the way the ballista works. This is the first time we've used heavy artillery since our Crusade game. So basically, it's got a 48-inch range. If there is a unit within 24 inches that it would normally have to shoot at, it needs to. So if there's a formed unit within 24, otherwise it can freely shoot at anything as long as there isn't a unit 6 inches in front of it or 6 inches behind it, being the target. So essentially, we've just measured this unit is outside of 24 inches. This unit is within 24 inches, however, because it's in open order, the heavy artillery can ignore it. So essentially, Robin can shoot at either the medium cavalry, he can shoot at any of these skirmish units here, he can shoot at the elephants. He can't shoot at the Gauls because the elephants are within 6 inches of them.
And I could probably shoot your Scutari up on the hill.
And you can probably shoot that front unit of Scutari, but not the back unit. Or you could try and put one into those skirmishers. So I have a feeling I know what you're going to shoot at, but
it won't be those skirmishers. I will be going for the elephants.
Which elephant? Have you got a preference?
That one.
That one. Okay. All right then. So you have 3 dice. I believe you're at -1 because you're shooting
over 12.
Over 12. There's no open order or anything like that. It's 5s to hit.
Oh.
2 hits.
It's a -2 modifier. Isn't it?
What's the armour of my elephant? I think it's 5.
4. So 6 plus saves.
6 plus saves for the elephants then. That's 1 save and 1. I was about to say 1 casualty, but I guess they just lopped off a horn.
One large rock.
Okay, there we go. No break test needed, thankfully.
I've got some same. Oh no, yeah. So that's it for that division.
Yeah.
And over here, they'll be out of range with javelins, but I can throw javelins
At these guys.
Yeah, the open order ones.
So it's going to be hitting on 5s.
5s again. Oh, one hit.
I don't think I have any armour, do I? For my Numidian horseman.
No, 6+.
6+. Oh, okay. All right. Single save. No. Yeah. 1 catch.
Right, and then I'm going to save the pigs.
You're going to save the pigs. You're not going to launch the pigs at the...
No, if it was your formed cavalry,
you'd be tempted
I might be
to do
tempted because obviously...
That's the thing, you can be like, I need them for the elephants, but then...
But then if they get shot to bits before I get there...
Yeah.
But...
All right, well, there we go. So that is the end of turn 1. The armies are moving. Let's see what the Carthaginians are going to do in response. Well, that was rubbish. So I'm not going to linger too long on this. The only thing in my army that managed to do anything was the cavalry have gone up onto the hill just to threaten his flank a little bit. Because they're a formed unit as well, he has to pay attention to them. So these units won't be able to just move forward. They have to form and face there. So I want to break up his lines a little bit. That was it. Everything else went wrong. So let's just get on with my shooting and then we'll get into the Roman turn. So starting with Hanno's division, those Numidian horsemen are going to hurl their javelins at the pigs again. We have just come up with some extra rules for the pigs, which we think make things work, so we'll explain those in a minute. But right now, I'm looking for 5s. So 1 hit, and we said a single save of 6, because they've got the same stats as slingers, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
For yours. So it's not more than just 6 pigs, but it's another casualty. Okay, so we just came up with a couple of additional things for the pigs that we think work. Charge reactions. We decided that, can they stand and shoot? Can the handlers light the pigs and send them into the whatever unit is charging? Thematically, it sounds like it'd be quite fun. We decided that they can do this, but a bit like in Black Powder, when a unit forms square, they've got to pass an order test to do this. So if they pass an order test, the handlers light the pigs and send them off and they go crashing into whatever is charging them as a last-ditch attempt. Obviously, that unit is then removed from the board anyway. If that unit is contacted as a result of a charge, they're gone. We don't do combat. The pigs just run off in all directions and the handlers are just slaughtered where they are. But
you can't sweeping advance.
No,
because you haven't won a combat. You've just scattered them.
You've just scattered them. It's a little bit like when you catch a unit that's evading; they're just automatically slaughtered. For our purposes, they aren't going to count towards victory points. Because as soon as Robin uses them, whether he wins or gets rid of a unit or not, they're going to die. Anyway, there we go. That's what we're doing with them. Over here, my guys are going to throw some javelins back at your Veletates because they didn't like that. They're hitting on 5s. Here we go. Oh. 1 hit, 1 save is 6 for you because you've got the little shields. Nope. 1 casualty. There we go. That was my masterful Carthaginian turn. Let's just see what the Romans are going to do. Okay, so some quite interesting manoeuvres from the Romans. Robin, do you want to chat us through it? Because you started with the blue division again.
Yeah, so really simple actually. Just came down the hill to start blocking that road. Stop you getting too close. Then obviously a lot more stuff going on with Scipio's division. So I've swung one of the units round, or 3 of the units I guess technically, one of them round to protect their flank, wall the cavalry off and maybe potentially stop any reinforcements that might be coming on the board from charging into our side. Again, just move them forward to fill in the space, and then the pigs have
gone for it.
I've lit the tails, they like fuses, and they've now headed towards the elephants and are about to be unleashed. Well,
should we get that over with? Because I feel like that's going to be the first.
Yeah, that'll be the first shooting from that division anyway.
All right.
So.
Okay, so we're saying they act like slings. Slings have a range of 12, so the handlers have lit them. So no matter what happens now, those pigs are coming off the board. You're going to get 2 dice to hit. You're going for the elephants, aren't you?
Yes.
So you're just hitting on 4s because slings don't suffer anything for being over 12 inches. So
nope.
So okay then, go for it.
2 hits.
That's 2 hits. Oh dear. So 2 saves of 4 first. Obviously, they've only targeted one elephant.
Yeah, the one that's closest.
The one that's wounded. So 2 saves of 4 to start with. No. So the pig fat splashes over the elephants and ignites. So this elephant has taken some casualties. And now, based on our rules, he's got to take a break test. He's disordered, no matter what the result of this break test is. But he's taken a break test. So, Robin, do you want to get the thing ready? They act like cavalry. Now, I think as well, if this goes really wrong, he could stampede back through my ghouls. Yeah. So, let's see what happens. That's an 8.
Cavalry is from shooting. No, they're okay. They hold your ground, but we're saying they're disordered, aren't we?
Yeah, we're saying they're disordered. So, but they did 2 wounds on them as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, there we go. Spam, I feel like I need
have you got a smoking marker?
I do have a smoke marker. Hang on, let's sort the table out. I'll be back in a second. Well, there we go. The elephant, that's on there just to show what's happened. What's really annoying is, of course, I have a disordered elephant sitting in the way of my big unit of ghouls, so I'm probably going to have to slide things over and work that out next turn. So anyway, there we go. They did their job. What's next?
Quite a bit more shooting from him. So I've got the ballista.
No, this is with the pig unit. So they were part of them, aren't they? But the ballista's part of the...
Oh, yes, sorry, yes. So I've got these 2 units of skirmishers. So... Got javelins into your open order cavalry.
They're going to be hitting on 5s.
Nope.
No, okay.
And then the same, but 4s because they're formed your medium cavalry.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you're hitting. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh, a break test. 2 saves of 5 and a break test. 1 casualty. You've still got more shooting to do, haven't you? So, are you gonna go for the same?
I can see him clearly now. He's illuminated.
Are you going for the elephant again?
Yeah.
So 3 dice. This is for the ballista. 3 dice. Hitting on 5s. Yeah. And a break test. I probably should have done the break test at the end of the turn, shouldn't I? Because it's only 1 break test no matter what. But how many hits was that? 3?
2.
2. So 2 saves of 4. So they pass their break test.
Don't re-roll.
No, because you only do 1, don't you? Yeah. So 2 saves of 4. 1 save, 1 casualty. They've got a stamina of 6 elephants. You didn't like that. Is there? You got these guys?
Javelins.
Excellent. You're hitting on 5s.
Just 1.
Another 1 is auto casualty.
Oh, yes.
Because I didn't think to bring shields. There we go. That's it for shooting. I need to take a break test for my cavalry. D6 straight. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be a retreat in good order, I want to say.
Retreat disordered.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now, that's a retreat is a move, isn't it? So it's going to be 9 inches and then disorder. You got another disorder token? Okay. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. They're not blocking anything over there, but they have been pushed back. Okay. So there we go. So we've got an elephant that's on fire over here. We've got cavalry that's been seen off over there, and then just lots of skirmishing going on at the minute.
And there are reinforcements coming over the hill.
There is. So I have my reinforcements become available. They come in on a 12-inch wide area just here. So yeah, should we just get on with it? Turn 3. Excellent. Right, so that was very interesting. Over here, my 3rd division has arrived. This division consists of a unit of skirmishing slingers, 2 units of veteran Libyan infantry, so they've got the upgrade to make them like a phalanx and quite tough to get rid of, and then 2 units of citizen levy. Now these aren't the models for the citizen levy, but the way to distinguish these is that these guys have dropped the bronze shields with no designs on them. So they've turned up and moved on, and are definitely going to be giving Robin something to think about in that side there. Hanno then started his command. He's left those skirmishing horses out there to cause problems, and then the Scutari have shifted through, formed open order. The only time that a battle line unit can form open order, moved through the woods, but didn't have enough orders to reform. So they're just sitting there at the minute, but they're quite happy. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to be coming and causing them any problems, although famous last words. His archers are now at the front and in range. Now, my big division is in a little bit of trouble. I decided to charge Robin's skirmish, his Velitate, so his light infantry. I've charged them. He hurled some javelins, but they did not hit home. So we've got a bit of melee going on there. They're still trying to put the elephant out, but that's kind of stalled the advance. My Gauls, however, have shifted over slightly to try and move forwards, and my Spanish have moved into the village and taken that. I am aware that Robin is going to have stuff coming next turn, but I don't want to be gamey about it and sort of spin everything around. I want to actually get my stuff moving up the board. I think everyone wants to see those Gauls crash into to the Romans. Let's just get on with the shooting, and let's start with the Numidian skirmishers. They're going to hurl stuff at your Velitates, who are in open order. So I'm hitting on 5. Looking for 5s. One save a 6 and then a break test. So a casualty, and then you'll be taking a break test at the end of the turn. Yeah, I've got some archers. Can I shoot at the same unit? Who's closer? Because if they're, I don't think they're closer. Because
I'd say they probably are closer, but obviously that you don't have to because they're not a clear. Yeah, they are.
In that case, I'm good. Yeah, no, I will shoot at them then. So I've got 2 dice hitting on 5s. Okay, hitting on 5s. That's well, they're already taking a break test, but another save, so another casualty. And
I can take that now, can't I? 'Cause that's all the shooting.
Is that all my shooting?
They're in combat now.
Slings are out of range. Yes, that is all my shooting done. So, yeah, you can take that break test now.
Skirmishers, so do not want to be... they're
going to be staying where they are. Right, so it's just the this melee here between my skirmishers and your skirmishers. So, we've both got a clash of 3. I charge, so I'm hitting on 3s and you're hitting on 4s. But you've got tough fighter, so you're re-rolling 1. We've got about the open order, so that's going to put me on 4s and Robin on 5s. Come on. None. That's not good. Here we go. Oh, come on. It's an automatic hit. I take a casualty, don't I?
Yes.
So I've lost the combat by 1, so it's 2d6 minus 1. 6.
Skirmishers. Break.
The break.
Yeah, well, they break on anything 7 or below.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, great. Well, okay, my skirmishers did well. At least I've cleared the way for the Gauls. There we go. First blood, unit-wise, to Robin. That's the end of the Carthaginian turn. So fortunately now, with this turn out, they put the elephant out. He's not disordered anymore, and my cavalry over here are no longer disordered.
I do feel outnumbered. Yeah. Like, there is a lot of stuff.
There is quite a lot of Carthaginians that are moving in, so we just need to get things going. So it's Roman turn 3. Right, so something unexpected happened, and I think we'll come to that in a second. Robin, your reinforcements arrived.
They have. Obviously, you just get 1 6-inch move on.
Yep.
So they're there, and hopefully you're afraid.
I mean, I was, but from what's happened now, I might not be. So what have you got over here?
So 3 units of light cavalry.
Yep.
In open order, and then the 1 unit of the medium cavalry.
Yep.
So hopefully nice and fast.
And hopefully going to be getting into the flank of the Gauls.
Yeah.
So over here, you moved the blue division.
Yep, it was Camelum division.
We looked up we looked up the Latin for blue.
Yeah, I've just moved into the space to start blocking the road. Obviously, I wasn't going to charge your Gauls with my Velites.
No, didn't fancy that.
No, they looked at them and went, quite a lot of them there. That was it. I'm just blocking the road. I don't really want to charge the elephants. I don't think I want to throw things at them. Then over here...
Yes, so this happened.
So I was asking you, wasn't I? I was like, hang on, if I make the charge, where am I going to fit? You know, because we worked it out. So it doesn't really matter because
they're not going to make it.
I'm not going to make it, and then I would have made it.
You made it, so yes.
They've charged. There's a lot going on there because obviously all your units are basically we're all supporting each other.
You've charged the phalanx. So what I find is you're the one who's meant to be on the defensive, and you've just completely come down here and ruined my day.
Yeah.
So down here we've got this unit of Hastati that has smashed into the Libyan veterans. They're supported to their rear by these Principe, and then in the for the Manipula support, they've got the Triarii. I'm supported by Citizen Levy. I just spiked myself on my finger. Ow! It was supported by the Citizen Levy here, and then by more Libyan veterans there. So there's going to be 6 units taking part in that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of dice.
And then I just kind of filled in the gap again here.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer in my deployment area.
No, because
the only thing I'm conscious with the Romans is we know they're obviously pretty hard. We've found.
Yeah.
But I've got a very thin line.
You do at the moment. I think it'll be interesting.
I may just ride my cavalry around the back to kind of provide some kind of reinforcement.
Well, we're into your shooting. What do you want to start with?
So I've only got a little bit. I've got a few skirmishing units, haven't I? Right, so
shoot. I mean,
I've got so skirmishers. I've got those at the medium cavalry.
Yeah, they're within 6 inches, so you're going to be hitting on 4s.
For a break test, really. One hit.
One hit, a single save of 5. No, another casualty.
Just in the same division, so my javelin, my velites on your
slingers. So they're fresh. They're in open order, so you're hitting
5s.
on 5s as well.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Right. And then over here, so onto the garrison division, javelins.
At the ghouls.
I don't know how I could miss, to be honest.
No. So you're going to be hitting on 4s.
Imagine if I got the break test.
What? Oh God! Yeah, imagine. That'd be over.
However, what I can now do, now you've moved out from behind your burning elephants, I can target you with a ballista.
Oh, you can. Unless these guys aren't within 24.
They're in open order.
Oh, they are in open order. Yeah. Oh dear. Right. Okay.
I gamed that situation.
When I form up, is that an order? I have
yes,
to.
It's the first.
Yeah.
You
the first. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You can't move in open order.
Yeah.
So ballista.
So it's 3 shots hitting on 5s.
Oh
no. So 2. What's the ghoul save? I imagine it's 5. So 5's normally to 6s, yeah?
Yep.
They just
what actually happened is they hit you, but you just haven't noticed because there's so many of you.
They just catch the rocks.
But you do have to take the break test.
I do have to take the break. Was that your last bit of shooting?
It was.
If I roll a double 1, double 6 followed by a double 1.
We're not playing this anymore.
No. This is going to be. I'm going to be really upset. So yeah. Don't like that.
Nah, you're okay.
Okay.
Well,
disordered.
Break if shaken.
Then definitely not.
Otherwise, retreat disordered.
Right, okay, so they're going. Right, okay, we'll figure this one out. What? Right, okay. Right, give me a sec. Okay, well that's interesting. So these guys have moved back and then they're disordered. They went through my Italian allies, which has disordered them as well. So yeah, that's kind of staggered my advance. That's all you're shooting. So it's time for combat, and the only combat is this one down here. So it's going to take some working out. So let's just roll through what we've got here. So the Hastati get 5 attacks on the charge. Yep. They're hitting on 3s. Of course, you've got Pelums, which gives me -1 to my save on the first round of combat. You've then got 2 attacks in support hitting on 4s from the Principe, and then 3 attacks in support from the Triarii, all hitting on 4s. Of course, none of those special rules like tough fighters and all that matter, but then these guys don't have them anyway. Coming back, we have the Libyan veterans who normally have 7 attacks. However, they have the motivated mercenaries rule, which means for the first round of combat in the game, they get 8 attacks. Oh, sorry, so they get +1. They don't just get 8, they just get +1. Yep. So they are up to 8 attacks. They have 3 attacks in support from the Libyan infantry, the mercenary, citizen levy. And then over here, they get another 3 attacks in support from the other unit of Libyan veterans. So they're all hitting on 4s. I'm going to roll those separately, just so the supports are done separately.
You'll have tough fighter on that with the veterans, won't you?
I do, yes. I've got tough fighters with this unit here, so I can re-roll 1. Importantly, I've got the phalanx special rule, which means that Robin, if he doesn't win the combat by... If the difference in our scores is 0, 1 or 2, it still counts as a draw. He has to win the combat by at least 3 for it not to count as a draw, which can be quite debilitating.
I have no special rules with these guys, so...
No, so just straight up hitting on 3s. That's 4.
It's not the worst.
And then you've got 5 attacks in support, also hitting on... No, these are hitting on 4s, sorry, not 3s.
So they get the charging.
Yep.
2 more.
2 more, so that's a total of 6 hits. Okay, starting with the Carthaginians. This is for my main veteran unit. These are hitting on 4s, but they have tough fighters, so they can reroll 1. Thank God. So 3 so far. So that's 4. Then I've got 6 attacks in support, also hitting on 4s. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, you're ahead, boy.
Okay, so Robin, you need 7 save. This is all on your front unit, so you need 7 saves of 4. There's no stubborn, no nothing like that. Nope. Just 7 saves of 4.
Oh, I'll take 4 casualties.
Okay, I need 6 saves of 4. However, the prelims are going to give me -1.
Yes, but it only applies to the main attacking unit.
Yeah.
It? So it's 4 saves that are -1.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
Because 4 of the hits were
okay,
from the starting.
So 4 saves at -1. So 4 saves of 5.
Yeah.
To start with, so 4 saves of 5. Got really confused. 4 saves of 5. So 2, and then 2 saves of 4.
Yes.
So 4 casualties each. That is a draw, but you are shaken because you're a small unit. Even without the phalanx rule, that is a draw, and that is going to grind on. Brilliant. We'll get the casualties put down and then just have a look at where everything is. Okay, so that's sort of the lay of the land at the minute. Lots going on down here on the Carthaginian left. I'm going to have to just see how that works. Might have to bring some more things in to support and just get those combats going. I am a bit concerned about this sort of second line of Romans here. However, we've got Hanno's unit there. They don't know what's going on here, and of course I've got to think about that cavalry. So at the moment, I'm not too worried about getting stuff off the board. I think that might be out of the question. But of course, I need to get something into Robin's deployment zone at least and get some things up the table. Let's go into it. It's Carthaginian turn 4. Okay, so there we go. That was a Carthaginian turn, or the orders phase anyway. So what happened? This combat is going to roll on, and I'm actually quite pleased with how it's gone over here. My cavalry over here has swung into the side of the Triarii to negate their support into that combat. What I want to do is either pin them in place and just mow them down through attrition, or if I can, shatter that Hastati unit. That would be my optimum result there. Over here, I just kind of formed a bit of a horseshoe to put more shooting into those Veletates. I did try to charge here, but all that happened was my men formed up because they're no longer in open order from going through those trees. Elephants had a go at charging, didn't quite make it. Skirmishers have moved forward to harass his skirmishers, and these guys obviously couldn't do anything because they're formed, and the Spanish in there are looking over at all that cavalry that's turned up and waiting to see what happened. Obviously they can fight combats against the people in the town. Essentially the town has 4 facings, so it's got facing there, one there, and one there.
I can clear you out, but I can't take the ground.
Exactly, yeah. You can kill them all and and then just move on. So it is shooting. So I think we'll start over here. We'll start with this javelin unit here, and I'm just going to hurl some javelins at your Veletates. So I'm hitting on 5s. That's no. Moving on, archers into. Have to be picked. I'll go for these.
They probably actually are
Hastati in front. So 2 dice hitting on 4s. No, 5s because it's formed heavy infantry. Nope. Moving on down the line, these Numidians are going to hurl their javelins into the Veletates, so they're hitting on 5s. That's 1 save of 6. No, it's another casualty. And then this unit in front with the slings is going to have a go at them as well. They are hitting on 5s as well.
Still 5 just for open.
Yeah. No, they do get a -1 to save, but you're on 6s anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that was it. Just 1 extra casualty there. So it's just going to be hand-to-hand combat. So I think to start off with, we're going to... Okay, so my cavalry are going to be getting 6 dice on the clash, hitting on 3s. Robin is going to be using 3 dice because he can only put up to half to the side, and he's going to be at -1 because he's fighting to the flank, so he's hitting on 5s. Now, if I was to have been dumb and charged him from the front, the long spears of the Triarii would disorder me on a roll of 1 or 2, and I'd lose the charge bonus as well. But because I've managed to get him in the flank, this is my best chance to do some damage to them. So I've got 6 dice hitting on 3s. Robin has 3 dice hitting on 5s. Robin could choose to support with his Principe if he wants to.
No, I'm going to...
But he's... Yeah, okay. So I'm hitting on 3s. That's 5 hits.
You don't have any special...
No, I've got nothing
Oh, you
like
don't
that.
need it. I mean, so...
You're hitting on 5s. No, you need 5 saves of 4. I mean, the unit is valiant. That's
Couldn't even add them up before.
5 saves of 4.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 casualty. So you've lost to combat by 1. So it's 2d6 -1.
Oh, hang on, they're stubborn.
Are they stubborn? No, I think the Principe is stubborn.
The...
Oh, no, they are.
Yeah, the Triarii, because they're the elite, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So I can
okay,
re-roll,
you can re-roll that one failure. No, don't do this to me.
Yes.
Oh, no. Well, okay, so I'll take that casualty off that I just put down there. Right, so there was just no casualties, and it just will go on. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Drilled elite, manipulative, stubborn. Yeah.
Okay, so that was it. So no casualties. All those hits, but you saved them all and you didn't hit me once. This combat down here. This was a draw last time.
Yep.
Now, I don't have the motivated mercenaries rule anymore for that unit, so I have 7 dice hitting on 4s. You have 5 dice hitting on 5s because you're shaken.
Yeah, and then 3 in support hitting on 4s.
2 in support.
Oh, 2, yeah,
2 in support for the Principe. I've then got 6 in support hitting on 4s. So 7 dice here hitting on 4s. That's 4. Followed by 6 dice hitting on 4s. And another 2. So 6 overall.
Right, so my first 5 are on 5s, aren't they? Because they're shaken.
Yep. Ugh!
Oh.
Okay.
And then 2 more, sorry, just hitting on 4s.
Just hitting on 4s, yeah. Get out. Get out there.
Rome.
So 6 apiece.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have just 6 saves of 4.
Oh, 4.
Oh, I had... Is it okay? Because I had tough fighter, so I get to re-roll one attack. So,
Yeah,
so you got 7. So I get 6 saves of 4 for the whole unit. This could be brutal. 4 casualties. Needed 7 saves of 4. Right, now we are going to have to look up that. Okay, so you took 6, so we are going to have to look up that shattered rule. Right, we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we've worked it out, and how would you describe it? It's
not ideal.
Not so. First of all, I take 4 casualties, which is enough to means I have 8 overall. That is enough to shake me. So my unit is shaken, but as I've won the combat by quite a bit, that is just going to go back down to 6. The excess, it gets discarded. Now, Robin isn't going to need to take a break test with the Hastati anyway, because Robin took 6 casualties, which added to the 4 is enough to shatter him. He's only got a stamina of 4. I've done double that, so they are immediately removed.
Yep.
What happens then is those excess casualties are redistributed to the supporting units, which in this case was only the Principe. The Triarii were part of a different combat. So those 4 casualties go on to the Principe, shaking them. These 2 are now discarded. If that unit of Triarii had been supporting, it would have 3 each, and neither of them would have been shaken.
Yep.
If their cavalry hadn't done that, then...
But they would have both been taking a break test because they've both been supporting a shattered unit.
And that's what's about to happen. So, because Robin's unit of Hastati were wiped out, the Principe was supporting them, they have to take a break test. So Robin's just taken a straight up break test, 2d6, but importantly, he is shaken should a bad result appear. Quite rightly, my excess casualties from the front unit get reallocated to my supports, so I've popped those on to the levy. Or do I have to do it evenly? I think I have to do it evenly.
Yeah, because I only had 1 unit supporting, which is why
so 1 onto the veterans here, and 1 onto those Phoenicians over there. Right then, Robin, it's time for your break test.
Ooh.
5. I don't think that's a break of shaken. It is give ground disordered together with supports. So giving ground is a 6-inch move.
Oh.
Oh dear. This could be.
I see you've just seen my
yes.
problem.
So they are going straight back. So you've got a choice now. This unit of Triarii can give way, and it's they would either have to. I think they'd have to move back or.
Yeah, they'd have to move. They'd have to move backwards, wouldn't they?
They'd have to move backwards,
they can't manoeuvre.
Yeah.
Or they get
wiped out.
Wiped out. They're already shaken. Oh well, life was hard in ancient times. I guess they did.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go. I was about to say for the glory of Rome, but that's you.
Well, I'm hoping that they're sacrifices for the glory of Rome.
Okay, interesting. My unit is shaken, so I can't really do a lot with that. Okay, well that ended up. I never thought that this was going to be the main point of combat of this game was going to be over here.
Did you manage to create a unit that's even bigger than your Gallic unit?
I think so. Yeah, just by accident, but because you attacked them in that way. That's it. That's it for my turn. So it's into the Roman turn. My units now over here are no longer disordered, which is nice. And yeah, we'll go into the Roman turn. You've still got quite a few units in there before I've broken that division. So
yeah, because that's the large.
But right, let's see what the Romans are going to do in response. Right, Robin, what have you been up to? Because there's going to be a lot of dice rolling.
Yeah, so over here, I've, on Scipio's division, brought in the Hastati and the Triarii to attack your shaken unit, that big block of troops, just because I know you've got more stuff there, but whilst they're shaken, maybe I need to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Before they start moving down the board and rolling me up. Then the other, the Principes from that legion have attacked the Scutari with some of the garrison divisions, Triarii and support.
Did we ascertain if they could stand and shoot? I meant to ask this before we started.
No, because Pilar only
Pilar, that's it. Yeah,
the first round of combat.
That's the benefit,
saves,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's the benefit. Yeah.
Then what I've started doing is breaking down. Stop using them as big blocks of 6 bases. So I've then charged the elephants with one unit, the other elephant with the other unit, and then brought the open order velites in, who are probably actually going to be much more effective than the Hastati again.
The anti-elephant unit.
They are the anti-elephant unit. And then my cavalry.
Yes. Went a long way.
Yeah, it's a big sweep round here because I've got nothing in the space. I can guard the road and maybe chase off some of your annoying skirmishers. And then I did want to attack the village with 2 units of cavalry. Like I said, I know I can't go into the village, but I just need to clear you out. So, second one didn't get in, but the first one was able to.
So we're going to have a fight there.
So we'll be having a fight.
What's important, if anyone's just wondering, because of the proximity rule and facings, as long as he stayed out of the proximity of the Gauls, he could ignore the people in the town, and he basically just swept all the way around there in front of the fort. So, but he made sure that everything was engaged first before he made that move. So there's 6, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 combats to work out this turn. So, and a lot of Pilar that have been thrown. So we're going to have to remember who has Pilar and who doesn't. Maybe need to make a token. But my Scutari here have got Pilar. Your Principe have Pilar.
None of my stuff that's in combat has actually been in combat before. Because the only ones that did work with the Triarii, and they don't get Pilar anyway.
And I've got to work out who's got them. And then you charge my unit that's already used its motivated mercenaries.
They're no longer motivated.
No, but I've got my Scutari over here. They don't have motivated mercenaries, but they've got Pilar. Yeah. They've got Pilar, and those are 2 very angry elephants. So, right, it's your shooting phase.
Yep.
Have you got anything that
you've got a ballista?
Oh, you have a ballista.
And I've got 1 unit there. I think they're obviously out of range of anything.
Yeah, they can't fire at anything over there.
So I've just got. Start with them just at the.
Who do you want to go for? You've got a choice.
Go for the cavalry because.
Okay, you go for the cavalry, hitting on 5s.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and a break test. No saves.
No.
Oh no, it saves to 6.
Yes, 6.
Yeah,
Cavalry.
6.
Yeah.
Ah, one save, one casualty, and it will be a break test at the end of a turn.
Yep. And then
shooting.
Okay.
No, ballista.
Yeah, so the ballista.
Okay, what are you gonna? Just give you an idea of where the just pull back a bit. But yeah, ballista's over here, 48-inch range. So has to go at something if there's with a
unengaged. Yeah,
no one's within 24.
Yeah, everything's engaged.
So within 48, I think it's going to be the allies.
Yeah,
it has to be because it can't be them because the allies are 6 inches in front of them.
Yes.
So
yeah, because I can pick any target, but it needs to be
the first
target, or have a 6-inch gap around it. So yeah, I guess I'll be going for the
Italian allies. So 3 dice hitting on 5s.
Oh well.
Are we going to instigate just our own little rule, which is if you roll a triple 1, that the ballista just falls apart?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Some guy gets his foot caught in it. He gets catapulted, and then it falls apart.
Just comes. That'd be amazing.
Just a break test.
Still get to roll to see if he does anything.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I can see my house from up here.
Numidian break test. 7
It's going to be fine, but they are cavalry.
Yeah, they are. It might be.
It's not going to be really bad. Retreat in good order.
Okay, all right. So they go. Oh, okay, that's.
So retreat is 1 full move, isn't it?
Yeah. So they're at the foot of the hill. Oh yes, because you forced back some of my skirmishers there. Who went all the way up to the hill. So.
Right, we can have combats.
Combats. Now, which combat do you want to do? Do you want to start on one end?
Yeah, start that and work down, because nothing's going to...
Okay, so there we go. Now, that was a draw last time, because you hit nothing and you saved all my hits. So, I'm going to get, I don't know, do you know what my sustained value is? My sustained value on the cavalry, because Clash is 6, I sustained 4?
1 or something.
3 for me, and 3 for you. We're both hitting on 4s. Okay, you go, it's your turn, you go first. 1.
Oh, I had tough fights.
No,
yes, I do, because that's the Triori.
No tough fighters? I thought they had stubborn.
Oh, yes, sorry, stubborn. Yes, sorry. Yeah. I have so many rules.
I missed, so I need a single save of 5. No, I lost the combat by 1. 2d6 minus 1. 8, 7. I imagine I'm retreating disordered.
I would have thought so. Give ground disordered.
Give ground disordered. Okay, that's... well, it's only give ground.
Give ground,
so
it's 6 inches.
It's just 6 inches.
But I can't follow up because I'm facing the wrong way.
No, so... There we go. Was it disordered?
Yes.
Okay, right. I'll chuck that down on there. Okay, there we go. That's the end of that combat. Should we do the big one?
Yeah, I guess at least I can shuffle into support next turn.
Yeah, if it carries on. So your Hastati, get 5 dice.
Yep.
And you threw Peeler, so I'll be at -1. You are getting 3 dice in support from the Triarii, who are hitting on 4s. So you've got 5 dice hitting on 3s, followed by 3 dice hitting on 4s. My veteran unit at the front is going to have 7 dice hitting on 5s because I am shaken. I then get 3 dice in support from the citizen levy and another 3 dice in support from the other veteran unit, which are hitting on 4s. So if we do yours first.
So these have
hitting on 3s.
And with Peeler.
Yeah, and they have Peeler, okay.
All of them.
All hit, so I've got 5 saves that are going to be at -1.
Yep.
Okay, and then your other one who's hitting on 4s. Oh,
everything.
God, 8. So 3 saves standard, and then 5 that are at -1.
Yep.
Okay, so I have 7 attacks hitting on 5s. 1.
They really are not motivated anymore. Oh, do you have tough fighter?
Oh, I do. Thank you. 2.
Damn it.
And then I have 6 saves hitting on 4s. Another 2, so only 4. So many attacks. It's really not that
So I'll take my 4 first because they're the simple.
Okay, so you got 4 saves of 4.
4.
I only got stubborn. No, you don't.
No, I don't. No.
So how many is that? 2. Yeah. Okay, so 2 casualties for you. Now I need 5 saves of 5 because of the Pelum. So that's 3 casualties. 3 saves of 4. That's 4. So the difference is 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which means it's a draw.
Phalanxes, yeah.
Because of the phalanx rule.
Are you...
I'm not shattered, but I do have to distribute. So I've got 4 casualties. So
to shatter you, I need to do 6 at once, don't I?
Yes, you need to
so
do...
I can shatter you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I took 4 casualties, so I'll distribute that 2 and 2.
Yep.
So 2 onto that unit of citizen levy and 2 onto that unit there. So I'm shaken, and then you took 2 casualties as well.
Yeah.
But you're not shaken or anything like that. So, and you won the combat. So next round, you'll be fighting with more, but you'll be getting those Triarii in. So
Yeah, it will be your turn for
yeah. Oh no, good point. Thank you. Yes, it's your turn. Okay, so that was
That's okay.
pretty brutal. Over here,
Right.
we got the Spanish fighting. So you got Principe. They get 5 attacks, hitting on 3s.
And I've got Triarii.
And you've got Triarii giving you 3 dice in support, hitting on 4s. I get 6 dice from the Scutari, hitting on 4s, and then 3 dice from the supporting unit of Scutari, also hitting on 4s.
And you have Pillar.
I have Peeler as well. So so your first 5 attacks have got Peeler. My first 6 attacks have Peeler.
Yep.
So this is going to be interesting. Right, do you want to go first?
No special stuff.
So 4.
Oh, and 1.
And 1. Okay. Right, so I'm back at you now. So I've got 6 attacks hitting on 4s. That's 2. So they're the ones with Peeler.
Yep.
And then I have 3 attacks hitting on 4s. That's another 1. I am not rolling well. Okay, so do you want to... So you got two saves of 5. So 1 casualty and then 1 save of 4.
Yep.
So 1 casualty. Okay, so I need 4 saves of 6 for the Spanish. For the Peeler results, that's 4 casualties and then 1 save of 5. So I took 5 casualties. The difference is 4. So 2d6 minus 4 for the Spanish.
Yeah, they're okay.
8. I think they're going to fight on. Okay.
So these are my Hastati with
Yep, so your Hastati here, you're going to get 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. I countercharged you, so I'm going to get 4 attacks, hitting on 3s as well.
Yep.
Of course, your Peeler are going to be annoying for me, because that's going to, make me -1 on my save. So you've got 5 dice hitting on 3s.
Yep, upgraded.
Okay, so tough fighter. So
3.
3? Yeah,
Yes,
3 hits. I'm hitting on 3s. That's all of them. I need 3 saves of 5.
Yep.
Okay, so I took 3 casualties. You need 4 saves of 4.
2 casualties.
2. So I've lost to combat by 1. So 2d6 minus 1. 7 on cavalry. If I'm giving ground, I might stampede. So
cavalry. Yeah. Give ground disorder with supports.
Okay, well, there's no supports. Right, hang on. Let's get the casualties down, and then we'll find out if I stampede. Okay, so I've got to see if I stampede on a roll of 1. My elephant stampedes. That's a 4. So he doesn't stampede. He just gives ground. So give ground 6 inches, and is disordered. Are you going to maintain contact?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Battle lines going everywhere. Right, it's this combat now with the other elephant. So my dice are very easy to work out, and I'm going to put all 4 of my dice into your Hastati. You get 5 dice from Hastati, like last time, hitting on
these
3s.
Are,
they prepaid?
it doesn't matter, but yeah, they're pretty.
Oh, it's the same thing.
They just don't have tough fighter.
Oh, okay, so you've got 5 dice hitting on 3s. I've got 4 dice hitting on 3s, but you've got those open order troops who get...
Yeah, so they get on the clash. Where are my Velitos? 3 on the clash, but they get +1 to hit.
So they hit on 4s. No, 2s. +1 for charging, +1 for
big
fighting
open
an
elephants, and they have tough fighter.
And oh, okay, jeez. Right, okay, right. Well, let's work this out. Shall I do mine first? Because I've only got 4 to roll. Right. Looking for 3s. Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, so these dice are looking for... These are from your Principe.
And I have
hitting for 3s.
Pillums with it.
Yep. Oh, look, all but 1. So that's 4, yep.
And 3 with the Velitos.
Hitting on 2s.
Re-rolling 1, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so these 4, I need saves of 5.
Yep.
No, so that's 4 casualties and then 3 saves of 4.
So it could be enough.
3
That
saves
puts you
of
on
4. So
that's 6 in total.
yep. So 6 casualties.
Okay. Not enough to shatter you, but you are now.
Okay, so no, I lost to combat by 6. So do you know what? Before I put casualties down, I'm just going to roll it. So 2d6 minus 6.
Oh,
5.
Break if shaken.
Okay, off they go. Okay, they are. Those elephants are done.
I guess at least you don't have to stampede first.
That's true. Okay, so it's the last combat, and that's the Scutari defending the little village. They just count as in cover, and they're not occupying a single building, so they're just trying to keep the cavalry out. Robin, how many attacks do you get?
Hit five attacks on the clash.
But you're in open order.
Yeah, so I'll be hitting on 4s.
Okay, I get 6 attacks hitting on 4s, but I've got Pelham, so you'll be suffering some modifiers.
Yeah, well, I really needed the other unit to circle round, so you had to split your attacks.
That would be interesting. Right, you're hitting on 4s.
2.
2. Okay, I'm hitting on... Oh, I lost a dice. I'm hitting on 4s as well. That is 4.
Ouch.
So I need 2 saves of 4 because I'm in cover.
Yep.
Both saved. You need 4 saves of... What's their save normally?
6.
I think it'd be 6 anyway. So it'll be 6 anyway, even with the Pelham.
Well, at least I used your Pelham up.
Okay, so that's you've lost by 4, so that's 2d6 minus 4.
I'm also shaken.
6.
I guess that doesn't matter.
Is it going to be a break of shaken for cavalry?
Minus 4.
Oh.
I lost by 4, didn't I?
Oh, okay, yeah, right, then they're off. All right, well, so the Spanish saw off the first attack.
So maybe we don't charge buildings with horses.
I mean, that is what a battlefield. What is going on? Over here, it's just a scrum at the minute. I need to kind of get my unit swapped around somehow. If only I had like a manipular swap.
Yeah.
That one didn't quite go as how I thought it was going to, and then the elephants are out. But now the Gauls and everything are back in play, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, should we get on with the Romans? This is Roman turn 5. No, Carthaginian turn 5. Okay, so another interesting turn of orders. So over here, the Carthaginians have sort of moved things about a little bit. I tried to move a unit through to just start pushing things away from this combat, and they got disordered while they were doing it and disordered a unit that was supporting. So this big combat is rolling on. Hopefully I can put a lot of casualties onto that, because otherwise I think the pressure is going to build and it will break. My Numidian horsemen charged those Veletates, taking a casualty on the way in, but Robin stood his ground. In here, this combat is just carrying on. Over here, my Numidian javelinmen have come and supported the elephant. But the big news over here is that the Italian allies charged into these Principe and are supported by this massive unit of rampaging Gauls who are finally getting into the action. The unit of Veletates that were there retreated to the back up there. Over here, because that unit of light cavalry's gone, I don't know what Robin's going to do, but I'm risking that unit of light cavalry coming and hit me in the flank. So shooting, we've got some slings over here. So these slings are going to have a go at your light cavalry. It's 2 dice hitting on 4s. 5s, because you're in open order. It's -1 the save, but the save is 6, isn't it? So
yeah, it's a break test as well.
It is a break test, so 1 casualty and a break test.
Is there any more shooting before I roll?
Is there any more? I don't think there is. No, everything else is in combat. Okay, so it's just 2d6. They're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. Okay, so now it's combat. So might as well start down here.
So I won, didn't I?
You won the last round of combat. So you've got 5 dice from your Hastati hitting on 3s. You have 3 dice from your Triarii hitting on 4s.
Yep, all my pillar are thrown away.
Yep, that's it. So thank God. I have 7 dice hitting on 5s because I'm shaken. Then I have 6 dice hitting on... No, sorry. Then I have 3 dice hitting on 5s from this unit supporting, because they're disordered. And I have 3 units hitting on 4s from that unit supporting. So shall I roll mine first, get all the complicated stuff out the way? So here we go. Hitting on 5s, you're rolling 1. It's 1 so far. 1. Then these 3 are hitting on 5s. 2. And then these ones are hitting on 4s. 3. Your first ones are hitting on 3s. That's 4. And your second ones are hitting on 4s.
1.
So you need 3 saves of 4. 2 casualties.
That's enough to shake.
That is enough to shake you. Yep. So 2 casualties for you, and I need 5 saves of 4. 1. So 4. How many did you take?
2.
So it's a draw because of the phalanx.
Yeah, but
It's
a draw.
I've lost the combat by.
If it's a draw and you're already shaken, do you still have to take the break?
I still have to take a break test. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's just, but it's 2d6 straight.
Oh yeah, we just need to spread some.
Oh no, it's not. Hang on, no, because so they've got to take their break test, which is 2d6 minus 2, and that is 5, which is retreat disordered, I think.
Yeah, with supports.
We're along with support, and I got to redistribute my excess casualties. So there were 4 casualties, weren't there?
Yeah,
so 4 casualties. So again, 2 onto that unit.
None of them are quite shaken.
And
yet,
2 onto that unit. No, but your unit took 2 casualties.
And I'm now shaken.
And is shaken. And then everyone's retreating disordered. Right, let's get this sorted out. Okay, so there we go. They've moved back. As you can see, there's a lot of casualties on those units. Oh, sorry, that one should be there as well. So Robin hasn't got to do much to push them over the edge. Yeah, literally in this case.
Big chunk of victory points there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, but the problem is they're shaken and in the way,
which is inconsiderate.
But anyway, let's see what's going on. So the Numidian horsemen attacking your Veletates. So I get 5 dice on the clash, hitting on 3s because I formed. Veletates have got a clash of 3.
Yep.
Okay, so you're hitting on 4s. As Robin's in open order, he's hitting on 5s because my guys formed up when they charged. So I'm hitting on 3s. Really? That's 2. You're hitting on 1. So I need 1 save of 6. No, you need 2 saves of 6.
Oh, thought I was going to win that.
So it's a 1 each, but you are shaken, but not as a result. Know, it wasn't beforehand. So, oh no, I'm shaken as well. So we're both shaken.
Yeah.
Let's move over here. You won this round last time, so your Principe are fighting 5 attacks, hitting on 3s.
But no pillar.
Yep, and I'll be the same. You've got 3 Triarii attacks in support. I've got 6 attacks hitting on 4s, with 3 attacks hitting on 4s in support. There's no rerolls or anything, so I might as well just roll all 9
together. Yeah, because you've got no pillar or anything anymore either. You used them all up.
Shall I go for it? Yeah, so 9, these are all hitting on 4s.
Sorry. At least, imagine if they were goals.
1.
Right, so my first ones are hitting on 3s, aren't they?
Yep.
I won the combat. Oh, that's all. Sorry. And 4s.
6.
6.
Alright, so I need 6 saves of 5. 3. And you need 1 save of 4. Oh, so I only lost the combat by 2. So 2d6 minus 2. 6. I imagine it's retreat disordered.
There's a wood in the way.
Give ground together with supports, but there's a big wood in the way. So this could be not very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where the combat is shifted to as the Romans pursue. We'll see what's going to happen there. Next up is this combat here with the elephant. So Robin won the last round of combat. So he's going to have 5 dice hitting on 3s. I have 4 dice hitting on 5s because I am a disordered elephant. However, I have got these skirmishers in support who grant 2.
Short range of 2. Yeah.
2 dice hitting on 4s. All right, Robin. So you're looking for 3s. This doesn't count as charging, so the Pelum don't come into it.
No, but I do have tough fighter.
You do. Okay, so 4 hits, and then these ones. So I need 5s on these. So 1, and I need 4s on these. So 2. Okay, so you got 4, didn't you? So I need 4 saves of 4 for the elephant. All saved. You need 3 saves of 4 for these guys.
Oh, no.
Oh dear, 3 casualties. You're shaken now. There's no one in support, is there? So 3. So you are 2d6 minus 3, and I can make you re-roll one of these with the elephant's special rule. I would like you to re-roll the 4.
Take that.
Okay, so minus 3 is 6.
Oh dear, that's probably going to be giving ground disordered. I'll give ground in good order.
Okay, I can't follow you because I am disordered.
Yeah,
so,
okay, that works.
So you give ground, but you are shaken. Okay, I'll take the little victories when it matters. I have no idea what the points are like at the moment.
I need to kill stuff over there.
I mean, it's just shaken units just absolutely everywhere. Let's do this over here. So, you get 5 dice hitting on 4s. The Italian allies have 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. They don't have pilums or anything like that. That unit I designated as brave, so they kind of get to auto rally. And the Celts only add 3 dice for this combat, hitting on 4s. Okay, so you're hitting on 4s. So 3, and you have pilum, so I'll be saving on 6s for that. I'm hitting on 3s for these. That's 4. And then I've got 3 attacks also hitting on 4s. That's 2. So you need 6 saves of 4. What is it with you?
Oh, took 1.
1. I need 3 saves of 6. Come on, I can do that.
Lost
3.
by 2.
So I lost by 2.
Well, I'm just trying to save the casualty markers.
2d6 minus 2. That is a 5.
Give ground disorder together with supports.
Right, okay, back they go. Right, let's get the table sorted out and then we'll look at where everything is. Right, okay, so that's what's happened. Robin has decided to maintain contact because I became disordered as I gave ground. That means that I don't remove that disorder because you don't remove disorder in combat. So everything else has removed its disorder. So I've got a lot of things on my side that are now back to, should we say, fighting quality. It's just seeing what the Romans are going to do. So I think it's all to play for at the minute, to be honest. There's a lot. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shaken units on the table at the moment. So yeah, let's see what Robin's going to do. All right, Robin, do you want to talk us through what happened?
So I've managed to get 2 units of Triaro in over there just to try and finish something off or shake everything or just make you go away. Rallied, Scipio's gone in and rallied the unit of Hastati. Not only just for the victory point, but also if we're going to at least for turn 6, so maybe I can then charge and support again.
Yep.
My cavalry, some of it's moved this way because I'm just trying to get into a place where maybe I can charge something if something else dies or something moves. In the middle, the garrison division are all engaged. I've just rallied them off again.
You did some rallying to get the shakens off to deny me points.
And I've gone into support with the light cavalry because there's no point charging a village full of armed legionaries, but effectively with some light cavalry.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that. I mean, I've got a fresh unit in there, but I can hold on to that with them. So, right, shooting. So we know we've got your ballista. Have you got any skirmishers who are not? You've got up on the hill up here. You've got some velites.
Yeah, so they'll be throwing javelins at your.
At the cavalry?
At the cavalry, yep.
Okay, all right then. So the cavalry are close order, so it's forced to hit.
No.
Nah, that's all right.
I've just got the ballista.
Is that it? Yep, the ballista. Who's the ballista going to shoot at?
Part of me wants to just flatten the village because then you can have it, but there's nothing left.
Yep.
But I'm going to go for the elephant.
The elephant, okay. 3 dice hitting on 5s.
No.
1. It's -2, so it's a save of 6. No. So 1 casualty. Well, one of the guys falls off the back.
Yeah.
So that's the so now combat. Where do you want to start?
Let's do this.
The little one.
Yep.
I don't know what my sustained is. I don't think it's going to be very good. I think it's going to be about 2. So 3. So 3 apiece. It was a draw last time.
Was it a complete draw?
Yeah, it was a complete draw last time. So
both hitting on 5s.
Both hitting on 5s. Yeah.
1.
2.
I have a 6+ save. Oh.
As do I.
I've lost the combat.
Okay, so you lost by 1. So 2d6 minus 1 for your test.
8. I am shaken, and I'm a skirmisher, so hang on. That's going to be break if shaken. Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's a little victory.
Oh, it does mean I can charge you with my medium cavalry next turn. Right, so...
Which one do we do? Down here, yeah?
Yeah, so my Triarii...
They get 5.
And then I get 3 in support.
Yep. Are they tough fighters? They're not, are they? No, so that's it.
Oh, hang on.
They're stubborn, I think.
Yes, Triarii... unupgraded Triarii are stubborn.
Stubborn and valiant and elite.
Yes, the first...
So 5 hitting on 3s and then 3 hitting on 4s.
Yeah, and there's no pillar.
No,
They have long spears instead,
big pokey sticks. I have 7 attacks hitting on 5s, with 6 attacks in support hitting on 4s. Okay, so 4, and then you need
3 hitting on 4s. 5.
Okay, so how many did you get? 6 altogether.
Yeah.
Right, so these need 5s. 3 hits. Another 2. So I did 5. So you've got 5 saves of 4.
And I am stubborn.
Yep.
Yep. 1.
Unbelievable. And I need 6 saves of 4.
Not 1.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
that's absolutely ridiculous.
We made we made the same amount of saves. Oh, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Sorry.
Have you shattered me?
No.
No. 1 more would have done it.
I need 6 every time.
That would have done
everything is shaken.
Everything. So it's.
So you've lost by 4.
I've lost by 4. So it's 2d6 minus 4. They're gone. That's 7 minus 4 is 3. That's going to be break if shaken.
Yep.
Okay. So right. This is going to take some work out. So they're gone. The excess casualties go onto both of these, which means that they are shaken. But because they were supported, I've got to make 2 break tests.
Yes, that's what I was
So
going.
break
It's
test.
2 separate break tests.
2 separate
per unit.
So the first break test for the unit on the right, they're fine.
Yeah. And they count as shaken for these break tests because it happens before.
Yeah. And then a break test for the unit behind, 9. They're
also
fine as well. Okay, so this is the next combat. Robin, you won this one last time. So can you maintain contact? So you have 5 dice hitting on 3s for the Principe and 3 dice in support from the Triarii. I have 6 dice hitting on 5s for my front Scutari and 3 dice hitting on 4s for the back unit.
No, they don't.
Okay, 3 from the front, and then for the Triarii,
2.
2. So 5. Right, so these, I need 5s for these. That's 3. And I need 4s for these.
Ooh.
2. So 5. So you need 5 saves of 4. You're stubborn as well. You're stubborn, aren't you? Yeah, they're Principe.
Yes.
3. I need 5 saves of 5. I lost by 4. So 2d6 minus 4.
Oh, I was going to have to shake the back unit as well.
Yeah. Right, so they're gone. So they are. That front unit has gone. They're destroyed. The
4 extra.
excess casualties go on to them, which is enough to shake them anyway. But because that front unit was destroyed, they need to take a break test. 2d6 of them. Oh dear. No, 5 is going to be retreat disordered. I don't think it's break if shaken. All right, okay.
And it's 6, so I won't be able to maintain contact because
you
I'm
can't,
more than I'm an inch away.
Right, okay, let's just get the table sorted out. Okay, so there they are, up the hill, disordered and shaken. So down here, let's have a look. Right, the Italian allies are disordered. So I've got 6 dice hitting on 5s. Robin, you won the combat last round and maintained combat, so you've got 5 dice hitting on 3s. Your cavalry, who are supporting, I think will give you 3 dice?
They count as... sure, no, just 2 dice.
2 dice hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
My Celts get 3 dice hitting on 4s as well.
Oh.
1. Okay, and then you've got... These need 4s, so 2. Right, I need 6 dice hitting on 5s. 1. And then I have 3 dice hitting on 4s. 2.
3 saves of 4.
3 saves of 4 for you, yep.
And I have stubborn.
2 saves of 5 for me. Yeah, no, why would I'd lose by 1, wouldn't I? So 2d6 minus 1. That's 6, which is going to be give ground in good order together with supports, I imagine. Robin has decided not to follow up this time. Right, there we are.
Oh, no, I didn't take any casualties. I was saving.
No, you didn't take your save. Right then, turn 6 for the Carthaginians. Okay, so the Carthaginians have done a few things. I tried on the hill to charge his skirmishers with my skirmishers, and he disordered me and made me run away. However, my cavalry, thanks to Robin actually, spotted Scipio in that unit and have charged, and they can ignore him because all the other units around him are in open order. Therefore, the formed unit can ignore them and just smash into him. So that may work out well, it may not. Down here, I've kind of ignored everything that's going on, pulled my general back, and then rallied this unit on the hill. Those Numidians are, I think, are for it next turn. Down here, the elephant charged into those Hastati or Principe, I'm not sure. I think they're Hastati. And the Gauls, hopefully going to do something here. They executed a charge through the Italian allies. They got a double one. Did not get disordered on the way through.
Imagine it looking like Asterix, where they're just a big cloud of dust and the Italians are flattened behind them.
I hope so. They've engaged both the cavalry and the Hastati. Remember, they are a large unit, so they can engage 2 small units. And they've got the commander in there as well. He's jumped in, and they've got support on the flank as well. Remember, these guys have got the wild fighters rule, so they re-roll every single miss on the turn that they charge. And with the commander, they are rolling 13 dice. So I can divide those up quite nicely. Plus some support. Right then, it's shooting. Over here, my slings are going to have a go at the Veletates that sawed them off. I'm -1 for disordered. Yeah, and -1 because you're in open order. So I'm hitting, as you say, 2d6, hitting on 6s. No. My Numidians are going to hurl some javelins at that unit of light cavalry there. I'm hitting on 6s as well. 1, so
there's no break test though, is it? Because you need 2.
Yeah.
Take that.
Moving along, I've got some archers up here. I'm going to fire down at these Principe. I'm firing at a formed unit to the front, so I'm at -1, so I'm hitting on 5s. Nope. They're in support, so they can't do anything. Okay, so I'm going to work this backwards. So let's start this end for a change. So my Gauls. So the Gauls, my Gauls, they get 11 attacks, hitting on 3s for the charge. And because the commander has jumped in, he adds 2. Then I will have, what do these guys add? Just 2, don't they? They add 2 dice on the side there. Excellent. I think I will put 6 dice into the cavalry, and no, I'm going to put 5 dice into the cavalry and 8 dice into the Principe.
So I get my actual clash with the cavalry then, rather than because I'm not supporting anymore. I'm in a proper combat. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you get?
So I get 5 with the cavalry.
Yeah.
And 5 with the Principes.
Okay. Cool. Both hitting on 4s. Do you want to roll yours first? Since you so this is the
because there'll be less, right? So Principes.
Yeah. Principe. 3. And those will get the bonus from the peeler. Okay, so your light cavalry get 5. On 4s, 1. Right, okay. So the 8 attacks against the Hastati. No, the Principe even.
Yeah.
Remember, I can re-roll. And I'm looking for 3s. So I'm going to go re-rolling these. So that's 8 hits on the Principe. The 5 against the light cavalry, also hitting on 3s.
Rerolling
those. Come on, this has got to be my... Right, so that's 4. And then I've got 2 support attacks against the... I guess it has to be...
against the
I guess it has to be against the Principe, yeah. Both hit as well. So you've got 4 saves of 6 to make again for the light cavalry.
I make all these? I did not.
Okay, so you lost by 4 with them.
So they're instantly shaken.
Yeah. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 saves to make for the Principe. You get stubborn, so you get to reroll 1.
Stubborn will be enough for this.
And then I have a few saves to make, don't I?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3 it was, I believe. Okay.
So I take 5.
Okay, so How many casualties have we done?
So 4, 9.
9. So
you're taking.
I'm taking 2 that are at -1.
Yes, and
so
then
2 saves of 6. No, so 2 casualties and then 1 save of 5. So 2. And how many did you take?
9.
9. So you lost a combat by but now
there's 2 separate combats.
There's 2 separate combats. Yeah.
So I need to roll the break test separately, don't I? And
yeah.
it's different modifiers.
Yeah.
For
So
each.
what did you get for? So you lost the combat by 4 for the. No, you lost the combat. Yeah, by 4 for the.
Yeah, because I've done no.
Yeah, you did no. My failures were from the Princ.
Yeah.
I hit you. I saved your one.
Yeah, so
they lost by 4.
4, and they're shaken.
Yeah. So 2d6 minus 4 for the cavalry. The cavalry.
0 is probably bad.
I think the cavalry are gone. Okay, brilliant. And then what was left? So
right,
I saved.
So I took 6.
And I took 2, so you lost by 4. So it's 2d6 minus 4 for those Princ. 4.
I'm definitely shaken.
You're definitely shaken from that.
I'm not quite shattered. Break if shaken.
Okay, I need to paint more ghouls.
Is he at risk?
He is at risk, actually. Yes, we do need to roll for the commander. So you roll 2d6, add 2 to it, and if it's over 12, then something happened to him.
In parties with the ghouls.
No. Oh, we have said. Sorry, we did this bit on camera. We decided that the legendary commanders, so Scipio and Hanno, are 3 victory points if they fall, and the minor commanders are just 2 victory points, should that happen.
So he moved the closest unit now? Or does he just stay?
He stays there because nothing happened to him.
Okay.
Yes,
if he's wounded, he retreats.
As if he's wounded. So that one's fine. Right, let's just need to tidy up a couple of things. Okay, so just to summarise what's happened here, because we had to do a bit of working out, the Gauls got to make a sweeping advance, which is 2 moves, which has swept them up to the base of the hill. They're not quite in Robin's deployment zone. They're just outside it, so I think it's going to come down to whether or not we are having a turn 7. Then, because his commander was in the way, the commander of the cavalry, the Gaul, he basically spurred his horse and ran to the nearest unit in his division, which was actually this unit of cavalry over here. They were just in. If not, then he would have been, I think the Gauls would have been using him as a battle standard. It's kind of like they did nothing all game, and then in the last turn they've actually done something apart from get pushed back, and pushed back. Where it's combat are we on
Still got that one more over there.
An elephant.
Elephant.
Yeah,
elephant, and then we got Scipio.
Right. Is he joined? Oh, he's in that combat, isn't he?
Yes, he rallied them.
He rallied them, but you're going to get to add 2. Yeah. So you've got 7 attacks.
Well, I'm kind of worried by the end of this game I could have actually run out of commanders.
Your commanders.
They're in combat, he's in combat, he got run over.
So Robin gets 7 attacks hitting on 4s, I get 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Here we go. Finally, 4 hits. Oh, 7 hits. 6 hits.
6 hits.
I have 6 saves of 4. 1. So 5 casualties, which...
I've taken 4.
You took 4, yep.
3. So you only lost by 2.
Alright, so
and I'm shaken.
So 2D, I'm very shaken. 2d6 minus 2. 4, it's an elephant.
Shaken.
It's got to be gone.
It's got to be gone. Oh no, it won't stampede though, will it just be...
No, he'll just be broken.
Break if shaken, yeah.
Break if shaken. So the elephant's gone, but your guys are also shaken. But we've got to roll for your commander to see if he was stamped on by the elephant.
How many did you lose by... Oh, you lost by 2. No,
yeah,
fine.
so 2d6 plus 2. Nah, he's fine.
I was thinking if he killed...
would that have been enough? Mattered, but that's fine.
Shaken
you
token.
are shaken. Right then, so moving around, the only other combat is over here. My guys get 6 attacks on the charge.
So I can only put half into the side.
You can, so he adds 2, so 7 rounding up is 4. So if you've got 4 attacks hitting on 5s, I've got 6 attacks hitting on 3. So hitting on 3s, that is 4.
1.
Yes, you're not tough fighters, are you?
Pillar. Oh no, to the front. Pillar's only to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need 4 saves of 4.
2.
2.
I'm now shaken.
Okay, and I needed, what did you get?
1.
1. I need 1 save of 5. No, so I took 1, but we've got to see if your commander is a casualty. Adding 2. Ooh.
No.
Oh, very close.
So you won the combat by 1.
Yep, so 2d6 minus 1.
Oh dear.
5.
I'm also shaken now because it's 2.
Okay.
Ground disordered with supports.
You haven't got any supports.
But I go... Oh, can I give ground? Because I go directly away sideways though, because you stay on my flank.
Yeah, so you would go this
Yeah,
way.
there is space.
There is space, yep. So they're going to go. And I thought, right, we'll get this sorted out and see what the table looks like. So, I've followed up, maintained contact, so we'll fight again next round. And Scipio the Elder is now, what did you call him?
Oh, Skippy the no longer. He's going to end up being soon, isn't he, when he gets boxed in.
So, well, it might. Well, I don't know. I'm still... These guys I just can't get rid of. It's... Everything is kind of open. I mean, I've got no idea what the points are. But we're going to go into Roman turn 6. Let's see. All right, Robin, so do you want to explain what happened with the Romans? I just realised that I've been playing as the Carthaginians and using Roman dice.
Yeah, I know, you've been doing it all game. I'm sure that's why your saves are so bad. So I've charged with the Triarate. I'm going to... Either you're going to leave the board or...
Something's going to
happen. I'm only a little bit upset about the fact your other unit isn't supporting, so I can't destroy both at once. But then I've... going to throw some javelins over there, just... You know, if it works, it works. I've charged into your shaken unit there with my cavalry commander as part of that unit.
Yep.
Then in the middle, well, no, still Scipio's division, managed to charge up the hill.
Yes.
The only problem was obviously that was units from 2 divisions, so I wasn't able to make the roll to then come with the other unit as well.
So you are going after my commander. But I've got 5 casualties on this unit. You've only got 2 on that, so it's going to be interesting.
We'll both have Peeler, won't we? Because you get
Peeler. We both have Peeler, yeah. I am uphill. That's the only sort of benefit I really get in there.
I wasn't able to rally over here, which is a shame. And I'm just going to be shooting at them because they're getting very close to the fort.
Should we do the shooting?
That is what all we've got left to do. So let's start that in. So I've got some javelins at your slingers.
Hitting on 5s.
No.
No, okay.
I've got some javelins at your formed... Are they heavy infantry? No, they're
medium infantry, so it's just going to be 4s, yeah.
1.
A single save of 5. Casualty.
Take that. Javelins.
Into the... it's going to be 4s.
Yeah. Should be like...
Oh, and a break test. And a break test, so saves of 5.
2 more.
2 casualties. Running... they spare casualties.
And then my ballista.
And your... Okay, so I'll put that on there. My commander's in there as well.
Yeah.
The ballista. So 3 dice hitting on 4s.
Oh, yeah, because
you're not over half now.
Oh, no, but you're over 12 still.
Okay.
Over 12 is extreme range, isn't it?
Oh, right, okay. So, I said 2.
And you're already taking a break.
Saves a 6. Save 1. 1 more casualty. What's their stamina? 8, is it?
Yeah.
8, okay.
So, is the commander at risk from shooting as well?
Yes, but only if I go into excess casualties.
Ah, okay. So it's just a break test.
So it's just a break test. But this could go wrong.
It could do.
2d6.
Imagine.
I don't want to. Oh! You willed that to happen.
Well,
you willed that to happen. You.
Oh, that's a shame.
Now we've got to see if something happens to him. Hang on a second. Okay, so if a commander has joined a unit that is subsequently broken or shattered, roll a dice. 1 or 2 is slain, 3 or 4 he's wounded, 5 or 6 he is unharmed. He's been wounded, so a wounded commander, he's going to go off to the nearest unit in his division, which is the unit hiding in the village, which is probably the best place for him to go. So he's going to go and join them. Well. His division is now actually broken. The only thing I've kind of got going for me in there is that the fact that they are in the village, they won't leave it. They're not going to leave the safety of the buildings. So, yeah, we'll clear up the table and get on with the next combat. Okay, so yeah, that happened. Which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do the hill?
Yeah, let's start the hill because I'm fighting uphill. So is it you get a bonus fighting downhill or I get a negative?
I can't quite remember. So I have 6 attacks plus 2.
You get a +1 for being uphill with an opponent. So we're both going to be hitting on 3s.
Okay, so yeah, but you have got the Pelums.
So have you.
So I have 8. Oh yeah, so do I. Thank you. I have 8 attacks because I've got Hanno in there. Hitting on 3s. You got 5 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yes.
And you've got stubborn. That's it.
3.
Okay, I'm hitting on 3s. No rerolls.
5.
Okay, so it's 5 saves of 5 with the because of the peeler.
Okay,
So it's 3. And I've got 5 saves of 6. I took 3 as well. However, if you kill my commander, you'll have won the combat. So 2d6 plus 2. No. So 2 each. I wasn't shaken yet, so it's a draw.
Yep, I'm now shaken as well, aren't I?
Yeah, we both are. We are both shaken. Oh, wow. Down here.
Right, let's do the...
Oh, this combat here. So I've got a clash of 5, I think. And you have a clash of 5. No, you're medium 6.
Yeah, these are Numidians, aren't
Yes, so I'll be 5 and you'll be 6 because I'm like... But no, because you'll be... you're 8.
Oh, 8 because of...
Your commander. So I couldn't countercharge and I'm shaken. So I'm hitting on 5s. You're hitting on 3s. 2.
6.
Okay, I need 6 saves of 6. Goodbye, Numidians. 6 gone. They're shattered. But you need 3 saves of 5. Oh, you lost 3.
Roll to see if the commander...
Yeah. 2d6 plus 2. No, you took 3 casualties.
So, because I've shattered you, I could sweeping advance into your...
You could sweeping advance into
And that would be another combat.
Yes, do you want to?
I'm going to end up shaking anyway. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes.
Okay, so I've got 6 attacks hitting on 4.
Do you have long spears?
No, I don't think so. You just want to check. Oh, I might.
Yeah, you do.
Do I have long spears? Okay,
Yeah,
so you'll be disordered on a 1 or 2, and you just lose your charging bonus.
1, 2, or 3, and cavalry. Okay,
Right.
well, that was maybe not ideal.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Oh, look, a 6 when I didn't need one. So you're not disordered, but you haven't got your charging bonus.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 4s.
So you've got 8 dice hitting on 4s. I've got 6 dice hitting on 4s.
Not ideal. 3.
Okay. 5.
Oh.
So I need 3 saves of 5. 1 casualty. And you needed 5 saves of 5.
3 casualties.
And I've got to see if it's your commander.
No, this was a terrible idea.
No, so 3 more casualties. So you lost the combat by 2. So 2d6 minus 2. 5 is not going to be break if shaken. It's going to be retreat disordered.
Give ground disordered.
Or give ground, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stay there. But the next one is this one.
Yeah.
So I won the last round of combat, but I don't get my charge. So I think I've only got 5 dice this time.
Yeah, you still get the +1.
So 5 dice hitting on 3s. You've got 4 dice. 6 dice, 3 dice. Right? You get 5 normally, plus 2 is 7. Yeah, 4 dice. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. So you've got 4 dice hitting on 5s because you're shaking. So, all of them. You are shaking at the minute, so...
Tough fighter, I think, because they they're
Hestartes.
I took 1.
You took 1 and 2d6. No, so Scipio's still alive. So 2d6 minus 1. 7.
Keep ground in good order.
Okay, so going to keep going that way. So we'll get that moved. We'll start to suss out. Oh no, we should probably move it now. So they're going to be... Okay, so it's the final one of the turn. So your Triarii here get 5 attacks. With, with 3s and... well, no, you charged. That's what you charged this turn.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got 5 attacks hitting on 3s and then 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Yep, I have.
Because they're Triarii.
No, and I have 6 hitting on 5s because I'm shaken.
So then with 3s, so that's 4.
Yep.
6 hits.
Okay, I need 5s. 3. So you need 3 saves of 4. Oh,
I'm shaken.
Oh, okay. That's and I need saves of 5. 4. I lost by 1. 2d6 minus 1 for the break test. 5 would be give ground.
So I shove you off
Disordered, you shove me off the table, basically. So they don't come back on. Right then, that is the end of it. Robin, do you want to roll? So 4, 5 or 6, we go into a turn 7.
No.
Right then. There we go. That is the end of the game. We're going to have a quick count up of the points, and then we'll come back to you. Right then, so we have totaled up the points. I think both of us think that was a very bloody affair. So we've been through it all. Robin, do you wanna? Well, how many points did the Romans end up with?
23 victory points.
And how many points did the Carthaginians end up with?
20.
And that is a
very bloody draw.
A very, very bloody draw. I mean, there's just red all over this table.
There is.
And a lot of it's from me. I kept on spiking my hands on them. How do you think that played? Because we came up with this scenario. It's not based on one. It's not as straightforward sometimes as, let's just try and get off the board. We wanted to add some things into it. I mean, ultimately, I didn't even end up going for that objective because you were way more aggressive than I thought you were going to be. So I found myself reacting to that. What didn't help me was the fact that I had 2 turns where my large division essentially didn't do very much.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can move big distances, can't you? If you get the rolls off. But when the front of your... I know you weren't, not column, but effectively the front of your formation is disordered. Yeah. Everything stops.
It was just, yeah, I mean, it played out really well. I mean, that unit of Gauls, nothing till turn 6. Excelled us. I thought I had it. I know that I thought at that point that they were going to come up here.
We'd have... Yeah, well, I got 5 victory points for keeping you out of the encampment and the...
And then you got 2 for destroying them.
Yeah, so...
There was a 7-point swing in it.
That is what...
But this, I mean, your masterstroke, if that's what we're going to call it...
was probably
was this?
Being really aggressive over there, yeah.
I mean, they came piling across the board. My division over here never got further than these dice.
Yeah, and I thought we'd play most of the game around my deployment area.
Yeah.
And I'd be fighting here.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'll try and get out and be aggressive.
Well, that's sort of what I thought, because when I was moving, when I had Hanno's troops here and I kind of split the cavalry off here and I thought I'll bring these troops down here, I wasn't expecting you to... I was expecting lines and reserves. I wasn't expecting you to come out into a very thin formation.
Yeah, because at one point I had semi-intentionally, like a really nice curved, battle line across there.
Yeah, and then...
Trouble is, once that starts fragmenting, you can see I no longer have... I have the centre of my battle line.
Yeah,
that's all that I actually have left in place. You just didn't quite have enough to then go through, did you?
No, I didn't. I mean, do I think with turn 7 I could have done it? No.
I mean, you're still not going to get off the table.
No, not in this turn. I mean, I think that once the Gauls went, that was my...
Yeah, that's your offensive.
I need to paint more Gauls. That's what I've
Yeah, they're
learned.
pretty cool.
You know, and no messing around with standard size units. It's just large. Why would you not just paint 2 more bases and have them large? Guys, we really hope that you enjoyed that. We had a lot of fun. We will be playing another one. Again, the Ballista. This was its first showing, so yeah, thank you, Warlord, for sending the Ballista. It definitely did a lot in this game.
Killed the Gauls.
Right then, there we are. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will be back with you again soon, and yeah, look after yourselves. See you later. Bye bye.